Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about Agent Gomez, sorry, and Rumble Society's Casino La Cucaracha. This is another figure release from Mezco Toys, and what's really crazy dope about it is I really enjoy the Bond reference stuff. So normally I don't talk about like the box stuff, but I love the inspired stuff. So as we zoom in, we can see that nice little bit of art there. And also a reference to this guy who we haven't seen since the Gold Gomez trailer, which is pretty crazy. Some Robo Sharks. We have a cool Boom Boom. We have White Skull again, or at least something that looks like White Skull, and a few other characters we haven't seen before, and a few other ones. As we go down and look, let's look down to see a few other characters. So yeah, I am 100% looking forward to this. So I just wanted to show this off ever so briefly, back that up, and then we can talk about the sides and the art on the side. And then on the back, we have our main man who we're actually reviewing here. Now, again, you hear that the tin is hollow. That's because I took everything out so we can talk about the review. So now, let's jump into it. Now we're going to talk about Secret Agent Gomez. Let's get to the nitty gritty. I love the spy-inspired stuff. It's always a lot of fun. But what's really cool is that we have our nice white jacket here. We have our honeycomb eyes. I'm not sure if you guys are going to see that. There we go. Yeah. We have that nice honeycomb eye, which I really do enjoy that look a lot. Our antenna / antlers, they're really nice. They're still movable, so you can get a lot of expression out of that. We have our tux jacket, which we see here. We have our inner shirt here. We have the belt here. We have our handkerchief here that hangs from the side pocket. So at first glance, it just seems like we have a nice new tux, which is nice. But pertaining to all the other accessories that we get and that he comes with, that's what's going to set this guy apart. I like the new nice slacks. They actually are thin enough that we get a lot of articulation out of it. I really, really like that. They also look really good. So articulation-wise, as we just spread our arms out, we have a nice T-pose. Our head can go backwards. It can go forwards. We can tilt left and right. None of these are an issue for the Secret Agent Gomez. As far as our ab crunch goes, we have a nice dip forward. Let's pull our jacket back so we can see that. We can go backwards. We can tilt left and right. Our leg articulation, really nice. As you can see here, the pants leg is made to withstand all that friction that we have going on. We are double jointed. We have a nice black socks that lead up. And we have a nice cross pose. So, if you think about pretty much, getting that nice seating pose, it's actually making him look really cool. As you can see here, it looks really good just sitting down, being comfortable with himself. A lot of confidence exuding from this. We have super generous ankle pivot going inward. And we have it going outward. So it seems like they are, actually we have it going backwards as well too. Didn't test that out yet. That actually looks really nice here. And forwards, we actually get some nice articulation as well too. So it looks like Mezco is actually working on that ankle pivot that a lot of people talked about. And I hope it actually, moves forward with other releases, and it looks like it's a step in the right direction. As you can see here, Gomez looks really good. Really, really good. This what Jay would call the walk. But one really cool thing about this Gomez is that in our right boot, right? I want to talk about this. In our right boot, if you push upward here, we have a knife blade. This is very important for your spy stuff. If you want to escape stuff, get really cool. And like I said, we have a nice articulation that allows us to have a lot of movement there. This is really, really nice. And we can push it back down. But what you're going to do is you're going to tug on the back of it, putting that right back here. You see the little opening here for the opening slit. So, if you feel like, oh, why does it have opening slit? Don't, go crazy. There's that opening slit right at the front of the boot for your knife. Really nice. And just an added bonus, hopefully you guys can see this, there's a nice little M right here in the boot. It's actually on both of them as well too. So now we're going to jump into some of the accessories. This is where we get the nitty gritty of the video, and this is where it gets to be a lot of fun because it comes with a ton of things. So I'm going to back him up. Then I'm going to back up just a little bit, right? And now we're going to take a second to jump into all the cool stuff. So let's start talking about what's in tray 1 and then move forward. All right, first up, I think I want to talk about our extra head accessory, which is really nice. So Here we are with our extra head accessory. Looking really cool as we add a little bit of expression there. As you can see, we have that raised eyebrow. The eyes a little lower on this side. And we have a little bit of a smirk on Gomez's face. Again, these are movable. But what's really cool is, just like the previous one that we got in Hazard, we have a nice add-on LED effect. This is really, really nice. It lights up very, very strong too. So yeah. With the push of a button, unfortunately it doesn't stay. I would have loved, I'm pretty sure they're going to work on that. But they have one that stays on. But I do like the light up function. It's really nice. So we also have a cool pair of spy shades. This is a first for Gomez, these spy shades. And I do believe these will fit on both heads. So we're going to test that out. As you can see, they're semi-translucent. They have a smoke color. But we're going to try it on the normal head. Then we're going to try it on the other. Now, what's really cool about this is I didn't expect this, but it sits perfectly on his face, even with no nose. And I don't know why that makes me laugh, because it just looks so cool. Like, look at this guy. Completely covers the eyes. Now I want to try this for the alternate head and see how far it goes. I'm pretty sure it should fit on both, but I really want to be sure. I'm hoping it does, because it'll be cool for the raised eyebrow one. Unfortunately, no, it doesn't look like it's going to match up perfectly with the raised eyebrow head. Nope. So we won't have that. But it does fit normally. I did bring another test head in, so we could test it out on a gold Gomez head. So any normal Gomez head, it should fit on. And now we know. This is dope. I'm a fan of this. This is going to be fun. Now we're going to jump into our other accessories. Now, we will talk about the fact that he does have some extra grenades. Here we are. These are Gomez standard issue grenades. These are always dope. The face paint is silver and black this time. A nice color swap that we haven't gotten before. Next up, you also have a cool new Boom Boom. Boom Boom is really dope this time around. Much bigger than our retro version that we got with Hazard Commander. This is going to be our, I'm going to call this the version 3 Boom Boom. The V3. Boom Boom has a lot of nice stuff. So we have our handle, which goes up. You can rotate that down to the flat. We have our latch, which is pretty strong. As you can see, it's holding it up with no problem. Boom Boom also opens up in front to reveal some hearts. Then we actually get an opening for storage. Now, what's to be stored in here? I want to come back and visit that in tray 2, and I think that you guys really enjoy. But we also get this side that opens up, right? So this side opens up to reveal a placement for a rocket launcher. So you'll also get a cool effect for it as well too, as Boom Boom becomes a rocket launcher to be held and shot. It's a nice effect, and it stays on and in, so you don't have any issues with holding it up, which is pretty dope. I do like the fact that it's true secret agent vibes here. 00 Roach. Also, in tray 1, you will also get this nice handgun weapon, which I believe we've seen with White Skull and Black Skull Brigade. I believe this is the standard spy gun that we see in most movies, which is, what is it called? The Walter PPK. We see this a lot. This also has a removable magazine and a place for 2 of the effects that we use. Another staple from Mezco. The bullet effect has a nice yellow-orange translucent with a silver bullet at the tip. And we also get a splatter effect for like a burst effects. Right? Next up though, this one right here. This one is dope. This is your new weapon that we have not seen yet. I don't think I've seen this on any other Mezco figure. This is really dope. Let me fix my hand. Yeah. This also has a silencer, and the silencer is removable. So in case you want your own weapon, no silencer, you want to go full out, golden eye level, there you go. Then it has a silencer that you can reattach. The silencer also has a place for you to attach the burst effects or the regular effects, depending on what you want to do. This also slides back for this part. And we have a removable magazine. So we actually are getting a nice, cool new spy weapon as well. For both weapons, you will get 2 magazines. So each one, you'll be good. Now, we're going to talk about the fact that we will get another set of weapon. This one is a flame effect. The flame effect is really cool because with the flame effect, you actually attach it to his watch that's on his wrist. There's going to be a slight opening up on the watch for the peg. And then you actually have a nice set. You can just attach this. And I believe we saw this in our trailer video. So you have a nice flame effect here. It stands up really nicely. The flame effect actually stays up really, really well. Yep, there we go. Looking good now. So yeah, attaches to the watch. I really, really enjoy this. This looks really good. Now we're going to move on to some other effects. I believe we're going to go over the hands, some other stuff, and talk about what's in tray 2. I think you guys are really going to enjoy. Let's get to it. So actually, I made a mistake, and right now we are still on tray 1. So yeah, let's talk about the hands. Then we're going to get to some other cool stuff. First off, we have our pointing hand. So we have our lead pointing hand for the right hand. Then you'll have a middle finger left hand. One of my favorite hands. Then you'll have 2 weapon holding hands. The semi-fist arms holding hands. You have a right trigger hand. And then we'll have the left hand for holding heavy weaponry, or using it to attach, to put in a new magazine clip, or hold it like a 2-handed thing. I really like the use of this hand. You get a lot of versatility out of that. Then you have your 2 more trigger hands. You'll have a left trigger hand and a right one. This is kind of going to be for your dual wielding. These are also really nice. Next, you have your open action hands. One of my favorite, most versatile hands. You actually get a lot of expression out of all these hands. You'll have your 2-finger pointing hand or salute hand, depending on how you want to go about it. Then you have your Doom cocktail holding hand. This one kind of just fits in there. There we go. Doom cocktail holding hand. Next up, you will get, these are where you get the new hands at. So with the new hands, you'll get a new martial arts like hand, which is semi-pointing, semi-martial arts, right? Then you'll get a right hand, right hand that goes with it. This is going to be your Doom claw hand. So you can use these to pose it up, make it look cool, martial arts poses, right? And then you'll get these 2 new hands for martial arts karate chopping. So now you can give them the classic, karate chop to the back of the neck, make them go to sleep. I know we haven't seen that in a very long time, but the cool stuff like that. So I do like the set of 2 sets of new hands, basically, right? But then we have more cool stuff. So just like we had the fire attachment, we also get a knockout gas attachment for our void issue wristwatch. So with the knockout gas attachment, just like with the flame one, we have a little tab that we're going to plug in. As you can see, you get some knockout gas that will attach. Just comes right out of your watch, knocks them out. And it has a nice glow to it too. When some lights hits it, this looks really nice in this color green. So let's just tab this out. I advise you highly wiggle it out. That way you don't rush to hurt or bend it the wrong way. Now, we're going to talk about going back to Boom Boom. Now with Boom Boom, you open it up. This is actually a mini bar inside, and you will get the black martini. You have a spot for 2 of them because you'll actually get 2 martinis. You can actually place these inside for your little open mini bar. And as you can see, it actually holds them in with no problem. So you can actually close this up and close up your little, oh, actually, nope, you can't do that. So it opens up the mini bar for you to place it inside, but you cannot close them up because the straw here will clash with the top. So you can't close it up, but you can have an open mini bar. Very important though. Next up, we're going to talk about this really, really cool and banging new hoverboard. So this doesn't look like much, but this new hoverboard is super dope for a couple of reasons. One, I can rotate some Doom blades out. This is dope. We have Doom blades that rotate out. You can kind of just flip these around, make them look cool. This is dope. There's a little tab here for your machine guns to come out. you can actually attach effects into those as well too. See if there we go. There, looking good. Then on our backside we'll have attachment parts. But what's also cool is Gomez has some tabs for it from the stand on top of the hoverboard as well too. Very important and cool stuff. We're going to talk about the attachments before we put Gomez on top. So we have our standard issue attachments for our rocket thrusters that we can just attach to the side. These also have an extension to rotate out. Let's pop that back in. There we go. So we have our rocket thruster attachments. Let's actually move Gomez out of the picture as we talk about this. On our back, we also have little extra thrusters. You'll get 2 of these. So it shows you that nice cool thruster effect. This is where it gets really awesome. So you have your main thruster effect, just looking really cool, right? But then we can also detach these. And as a part swap, we can actually attach. Oop, nope, I attached it the wrong way. We also get micro missile launchers to attach to the board. These can also rotate up and down. You can swap it out so that the micro missiles look like they're coming out on our board. Like I said. Then you get one last attachment. This is probably one of the cooler ones, right? Especially if you've collected a lot of Mezco and you have a lot of effects, right? You have little machine guns. So that you have the machine guns. But machine guns can also take in effects. So now you can have little machine gun shoot. Oop, I didn't press that all the way in. There we go. Our little machine guns can actually shoot cool effects. And it actually holds them up. And come out pretty easy. So even if you wanted to do just the shooting one, just one, it's fine. But what's really dope is you'll also get one brand new effect. So this is cool on this, but I do believe you can also attach it to any of the handgun. So let's test it out right now. I want to be sure. Yep. You can attach it to a handgun too. It looks really cool. So we actually have a lot to look forward to, like a lot of stuff. But now we're going to test out Gomez on the hoverboard. And we're going to break out a stand. So let's break out a stand so we can hover on top. So we should have an opening on our bottom. And on the bottom, you should be able to just tab the feet in. And because it's not locked in one place, you can actually rotate these. So as you can see here, you can actually rotate that so that way his feet can fit on it. So it's actually, let's get him in a nice crouching stance or a hover stance, depending on what it is. This is going to be, right? Let me get him in a nice cool stance like this. Like I said, these new ankle pivot actually helps a lot as we get Gomez to look really cool on a hoverboard. Yep. I like the way this looks already. Let's actually get some focus on it. There we go. Look at that. Looking cool already. As you can see, it's holding pretty well. But since you can have magnets, you tap them in and you can look good. And considering everything else pretty much tabs in, you can use this for other Gomez as well going forward. So you actually have a lot to look forward to with this kind of thing. Looking really good out there. So without further ado, I believe we've covered just about, nope, I'm wrong. We didn't cover everything. See, there I go tripping again. Couple more things to cover. This is going to be the last set of stuff. You will get a cool smoking effect for your weapon. So, there we go. Almost like, you know, you're blowing off the weapon because it's so hot, looking cool. You'll get this. as well as an alternate smoke effect for the weapon. Like a smoking gun effect. So you get 2 of these. Oop. Focused on Gomez, not on the smoking effect. There we go. There we go. So you have one going forward, looking cool as it smokes up, and then one for you blowing it. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to jump into the size comparison, round this out at the end, and have some fun. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Hey, now it's size comparison. But before we jump into the size comparison, nice little bonus part. You get this also in your tin. Nice little backing board / diorama piece that you can just add on. Has a slew of characters who we've seen and some who we haven't seen yet. Bunch of other cool things. Let me actually get it so that we get it right out of my light. Yeah. Nice addition of characters. This is a nice little backing piece that you can have in case you don't have any dios or you want a nice little mini poster. Either way, it's really nice. I don't want to reveal too much because the little bit that I do know is really cool, and I want you guys to be surprised. And the rest of it, I'm just as surprised as you are, actually. So, here's hoping we get all of the stuff seen in this poster because I like the idea of all of it. Let's take this away, right? Then we're going to talk about our Secret Agent Gomez. So we've lined them up, made them look good. Let's move up just a little bit closer, right? So we can talk about how we've gotten this way. Let's compare them with sizes. First thing I want to do is compare him to our previous agents to just show you how far we've come and our little evolution of Agent Gomez. It looks pretty cool, you know. I like the look of this. I like the fact that, you know, we've got a lot of variation with it. It's grown over the time. So I do like how cool this is. I really do appreciate it. Now let's jump into comparing with some other stuff. Let's put these guys away. Here we are with a PSCC member. Pink skull, looking good, right? Then we will compare to some other lines. So here we are with an SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Kuga, right? Here we are, 4 Horsemen Mythic Legion. Mythic Legion's a little bit bigger. Let's take these guys away. Next up, we have a Hasbro G.I. Joe Major Blood. Then we have a Lightning Collection White Ranger. As you can see, these guys look a little bit smaller than our Mezco counterparts. And Gomez is actually on the smaller side, but he's looking bigger than these guys so far. Here we are with a 6-inch Hasbro Marvel Legend Bullseye. Here we are with a Mafex Spider-Man. And as you can see, Gomez is actually on the taller side with a bunch of these characters right now. Next up, we have a 1000 Toys Juzo from No Guns Life. And just because we have another Mezco here, we'll do a small guy, Old Man Logan. And as you can see, Logan's looking tiny next to Gomez, which is crazy. Ooh, you know what? Just for fun, here is Hazard Commander Gomez. Just made some slight modifications. Looking pretty cool. And as you can see, this new agent looks slightly taller. As you can see, I don't know if it's the boots, it's just the overall height being a little bit taller, but he has a little bit more height to him. Looking, like I said, slender and good in my opinion. I love it. I do want to add that this has been a ton of fun to try all this new stuff. I was so nervous in the video because it's all new, it's all fresh, and it's fun as hell. I hope you guys will enjoy the photos at the end. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.